Hello everyone, welcome to finally the video on the Fluval 407 canister filter. I literally just a few minutes ago just got back from the fish shop from getting this, my local fish store. The price was a bit steep, £175 this was, but definitely a worthy investment. So this video shouldn't be too long, maybe 8-9 minutes at the most. So let's get this box open. Alright, so the first thing that comes out is the piping. Gives you a decent amount of piping. It's quite strong. It's black as well, which is nice. It it doesn't stand out too much. It's not too noticeable. Some filters come with like green, red, white, but black it's nicer. But it kind of blends in with, especially with my tank as well. Having the back black, it can, you don't see it at all. And see all the parts, they're not just thrown in there, they're all nice packaged quite nicely in there. So you've got the rubber seal, you've got some inlets, the outtake, the outlet nozzle, all the little bits and bobs are in there, and then you've got the pipe work, and then you've got the filter. It's just 3 different pieces, it's not all thrown in there like, I remember doing an unboxing on the Eheim filter, it was kind of all everywhere really, it was a bit of a mess. But this is much better, you can definitely tell it's much higher quality than any other external filter. So we're going to get the package open first, see what we get in there. So it's all the basic, well, all the essentials really. You just got the intake pipe, you've got the outlet nozzle, you've got some clips to hold the pipes on the top of the tank. You've got some little suckers to hold the pipe to the back of the glass if you wanted to. You don't have to use them, but if it does stick out a bit, you can use them. What I'm holding here is the intake and outtake valves. They just go on the top of the filter like so. So now we're going to take a look inside the actual canister itself. So we're going to take the lid off, which was quite easily. It's just 2 clips on the side. So that's the return pump in there. I'll show you opening up in just a few minutes. We're going to take a look in the filtration part, all the sponges, what kind of filter media it actually comes with, which by the way is a bunch of rubbish. I mean the sponges are pretty good, but all the biological, it comes with 4 bags of carbon, which by the way is an absolute joke. So water goes down this left side of the filter, and then it goes up through all the grey trays and out that little hole at the top and back out into the aquarium. So we'll look at the sponges first. Comes with 2 blue ones on the left side, and then on the right side we've got 2 white strips. So quite a lot of foam. I would recommend you use this. I wouldn't really upgrade to anything else. I'll probably use this and see how I get on with it. I can always change it in the future. So we're going to take a closer look at the trays inside the filter. So it's pretty easy to get out. You just take the top off there, and then you've got a little red handle that you just lift up all the trays at once instead of just individually. That's a lot easier than what it was on the 06 versions. So in these trays at the top we got carbon, as I mentioned earlier, 4 bags of it. Well, there's 2 bags at the top, and then in the second tray down there's another 2 bags. I don't know why they give you 4 bags of carbon. I would really use that space for biological, to be honest, but and now for the third tray, we have 2 bags of biological media, which I wouldn't really use. It's not that good. It's just the ceramic stuff. It's not really all that. I would definitely recommend upgrading to Biohome Ultimate. And in the bottom tray we have some more sponges. They have a lot of sponges with this. They seem to rely on a lot of mechanical filtration, with this setup. So there's two little filter floss pads which will trap about 99% of everything that goes through it, and then you've got these two little black carbon sponges, which is more carbon, so you've got 4 bags of carbon and then carbon sponges. So there's a hell of a lot of carbon in here, barely any biological. They add more of the non-important stuff rather than the important stuff, as in the biological. They should add, you know, 3 trays of at least 3, maybe 4 trays of that should be biological. Then just have the sponges. You don't really need the carbon. Maybe consider having the carbon sponges in the first tray, maybe, if you want. And then they all kind of just slide together, all back together, so it's pretty easy to clean out if you wanted to. I'll probably do it every like few months, do a big clean out of it every 4 or 5 months. I'll do a big clean, like clean out all the biological, all of the, do all the foam, all the inside and that, any detritus that builds up at the bottom of the filter. I can clean all that out maybe every 4 or 5 months. So you can see they slide on pretty easily, all on that little red plastic handle all together. See, with the 06 version, they didn't have that little rod. You had to all have them, balanced on, all on together. And then they simply just slide in the right side of the filter. And then you just put the lid on top. It's quite hard to mess things up with this. Like, you can't, you don't have to worry about having things the right way around, because there's only one way everything goes. Makes things a lot easier. So you just put the foam down the side and then you put the top on. So it's pretty easy to do. So when I change out those sponges, which will probably be, I'm going to take an estimate of probably about 3 weeks. I reckon I could get 2 or 3 weeks out of those sponges, but we're going to find out when I set it up in the next video. And then you just put the outlets on the top, they clip on. You don't have to take those off every time you take the lid off. You can keep those on all the time. So we're going to put on the rubber seal now, which is an essential part. So you can see that little black rubber ring. You kind of just got to make sure that goes all around the edge of the lid. So now I'm going to show you how you take off the impeller. So you just take the little plastic cover there, and then the impeller's literally right there. There's no digging for it, there's no unscrewing or clips you have to undo. You just literally just simply pull that off and then pull it out, and then you clean it pretty easily. Just clean it around the impeller, all inside. Probably do that every 2 to 3 months at the absolute most, 3 months. So I think that'll do it for this little small review and unboxing of the Fluval 407 canister filter. I will be uploading another video in the next 2 to 3 days on setting it up and my first impressions of it. I know it's going to be absolutely brilliant. So you'll see the filter up and running in a few days. Bye.